प्रोग्राम एम्बेसी रोड में खुश आमदीद। नाज़रीन, आज हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में मेहमान हैं पाकिस्तान में डेनमार्क के सफ़ीर जनाब ओलन तोंगे, और हम उनसे गुफ्तगू करेंगे पाकिस्तान और डेनमार्क के दो तरफ़ा ताल्लुकात के हवाले से, और उनसे पूछेंगे कि पाकिस्तान और डेनमार्क में किस तरह का ताउन है, हमारे जो दो तरफ़ा ताल्लुकात हैं उनमें वसअत के क्या इम्कानात हैं, और डेनमार्क किस अंदाज़ में पाकिस्तान की मदद कर रहा है और पाकिस्तान में उसके क्या मफादात और इंटरेस्ट हैं। Thank you, Mr. for joining us in this program.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Mr., what would you like to say about Pakistan? You have been here for the last almost 9-10 months. What's your take on Pakistan?
I think what I can say from my heart is that I've been overwhelmed with the warmness and open Pakistanis that I've met so far. Also, I've been overwhelmed with the diversity of Pakistan, the richness in culture, the richness in food, the richness in nature. One thing I would like to mention is that I tried to travel as much as I possibly could since I came, and one of the visits that really stand out for me is when I went to the base camp of Nanga Parbat up in Gilgit-Baltistan, which was a truly amazing experience to see the Himalayas,
the tall mountains,
and the tall mountains that you are blessed with here in Pakistan.
Mr., how would you evaluate the bilateral relations between Denmark and Pakistan? We have had diplomatic relations for decades, and where do we stand now?
I think actually we are doing pretty good. We have always had very cordial relations between Denmark and Pakistan. We've had a lot of collaboration in many different areas. And that continues. I think we have seen a strengthening of our ties. We have many different areas of collaboration. We have a development program here in Pakistan supporting various actors and partners. We have a collaboration on the security issue, and then we have increasingly large commercial cooperation, and then obviously there has been since the 60s, 70s a large diaspora of Pakistanis living in Denmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Ambassador, Pakistan has been of great interest to Denmark. It's a huge country with 200 million population, and in this day and age, economy and trade, they are considered to be the name of the game. So how would you look at Pakistan from that perspective?
I think there's a lot of opportunities in Pakistan, and I think there's a lot of unexploited opportunities seen from a European perspective. Obviously, the security challenges that has been here in Pakistan the past decade or a bit more has really hampered bilateral trade and commercial relations between our countries. But since the situation has improved the last 3 years, what we have seen from our side is an increasing interest from Danish companies to come to Pakistan, and my experience is that whenever we persuaded a Danish company to come here, then after they've been here for a few days or a week, they are really overwhelmed by the possibilities and also the professionalism of the business community of Pakistan.
Which areas the Danish companies would like to invest in Pakistan? Which areas they are interested in investing and expanding their role?
Obviously, we from the embassy side, we have tried to promote the areas where we believe that Denmark has special expertise or technology, but also where Pakistan has a need in terms of its demand and development. So the areas that we focus on is first and foremost renewable energy, where Denmark has, in terms of wind energy, the most advanced technology in the world. and we have a lot of experience. We have more than 50% of our intake in the grid is coming from renewable energy, and a large part of that is wind energy. Actually, you know, Denmark is a very windy country, but some days when the wind is particularly strong, then we have more than 100% of our energy need covered by wind energy. Secondly, I would like to mention water and sanitation, where we also have quite a lot of expertise, especially in water treatment and wastewater treatment, which is quite a big need in Pakistan.
Yes.
And then, of course, Denmark being a food and agriculture country, same with Pakistan, there's a lot of overlap there. Then, of course, we have other sectors where we have collaboration. For instance, we are very big in cement industries, in fertilizer industries, and also in IT business. Finally, pharmaceuticals. We have a big company, a world market leader called Novo Nordisk.
You mentioned the energy sector and particularly the renewable energy. Yeah. Pakistan is an energy deficit country. We are trying to overcome the crisis, the energy crisis that is confronting us. So the renewable energy sources are actually the priority with the government of Pakistan. So can you extend your helping hand in producing wind energy from wind and particularly the solar energy?
Yeah, Denmark, since we have more wind than solar, that's sun in Denmark, if I can put it that way, we are stronger in wind than we are in solar power.
Right.
We have a Vestas project, which is a market leader in wind energy, who are looking at investing for a 1,000 megawatt wind park in Punjab, in Rajasthan. And we are from the embassy side trying to help to forward that project. Obviously, a project of that magnitude does not come around from one day to another, but that's a goal we have.
That's a big effort.
And then furthermore, since it is actually technically quite complicated to increase the intake of renewable energy into the national grid. Since we have a lot of expertise in that in Denmark, we are in discussions with the authorities here to start a collaboration with the Ministry of Energy in Denmark, with the Ministry of Energy in Pakistan, where the experts and the people who on a daily basis try to manage the grid in Denmark, they come to Pakistan and work together with the experts who try to manage the grid in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, you know, the coastal areas, Karachi, Balochistan, etc. There has been an effort in the past to produce wind energy because that provides a very congenial atmosphere for producing energy from wind.
Yeah.
So what are the prospects of joining hands with Pakistan to produce more wind energy?
I think the potential for wind energy in Pakistan is actually quite big. You have some of the best wind corridors in the world, and especially in Sindh, but also in Balochistan, I understand you have quite good wind corridors. And the worldwide trend is that the prices of producing renewable energy is going down quite fast actually. And it's very, very sure that within 10-15 years, the prices of renewables will be below anyone producing energy out of fossil fuel.
From oil or fossil fuel.
Exactly. So that is the future. And I believe that Pakistan need already now start to adapt to this situation in order not to commit yourself to producing more expensive and also polluting energy in the next 30 years, because there will be a huge revolution in the power sector within the next 10-15 years.
Right.
That's for sure. And it will be wind and solar power, but also hydro. Obviously, you need to have a mix
of all, you know.
Exactly. But the tendency will be that you will benefit from having more and more renewable. And then, of course, in the end, it will be the consumers of Pakistan who will benefit from more and more renewable in the future.
The province of Punjab is more interested in producing energy from renewable resources like solar energy, wind energy. Has there been any contact with the Punjab government in this connection?
I've had several meetings with the Chief Minister of Punjab in order to find solutions and advance the Western investment of 1,000 megawatts in Punjab. So start off with a 250 megawatt in Rochan, and then let that be the first phase of the project. And we hope that this will be advanced in the next year or so. And I should mention that will be an investment by a private Danish investment, and it will be by far the biggest Danish investment ever in Pakistan.
Ambassador, about trade and economy, other areas besides energy, how can we expand the trade between the two countries, Pakistan and Denmark?
I think the water and sanitation sector is a good opportunity. Wastewater treatment is an area where Danish manufacturers have quite a lot expertise. Denmark has traditionally been a very environmental friendly country, and we have ever since the 70s or 60s have very tight regulations on how much the industry were allowed to pollute, etc. And due to that, we have developed quite a large industry of environmental friendly technologies, including in water and wastewater treatment. We have a project with the Punjab government also in terms of trying to see if we can support wastewater treatment in Faisalabad, where currently only 10 to 20% of the water is actually treated before it is dispatched into the rivers. And we hope to advance that. The government has been very forthcoming, and we hope to advance that and introduce Danish technology in this area. One reason or one difficulty before has been that many of these wastewater treatment plants have been actually quite energy consuming. And in a time where you've had an energy deficit in Pakistan, that has been a barrier.
They need to be replaced with more efficient projects.
Exactly, and the tendency is now in Denmark we can actually produce energy producing wastewater treatment plants. So not alone do they not consume a lot, they actually produce energy, an energy surplus nowadays. You use basically the waste material to produce gas, and then you use that to produce energy.
On export-import side, what are the major exports of Pakistan to Denmark and vice versa?
Yeah. We have actually quite an even trade balance. Pakistan obviously mainly imports machinery, pharmaceuticals from Denmark, but Pakistan exports a lot of textiles to Denmark.
Yes.
We have
quite a lot of the surgical instruments, the leather goods. Pakistan is well known in these products as well.
We also have that. We also have a lot of sports goods. Actually, we have in Denmark very famous select footballs, and they are produced here in Salcott, exactly. So there's a lot of trade actually from Pakistan to Denmark. And again, we have a trade balance which is more or less even between our two countries, which I'm very, very happy about actually. I believe that trade goes both ways, and it's not good in the long run if Denmark had a huge surplus with Pakistan. And also I do believe that the goods that we import from Pakistan also creates value in Denmark. So it's a win-win in my
situation for both countries.
Exactly, yes.
Thank you. We'll take a short break, Ambassador. नाज़रीन एक मुख्तसर ब्रेक लेते हैं। ब्रेक से वापसी के बाद हम पाकिस्तान में डेनमार्क के सफ़ीर से मज़ीद गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला जारी रखेंगे और उनसे पूछेंगे कि पाकिस्तान और डेनमार्क किस तरह एक दूसरे के साथ ताउन कर रहे हैं, और डेनमार्क ख़ास तौर पर समाजी शोबा में पाकिस्तान की किस अंदाज में और किस तरह। वेलकम बैक। हमारी गुफ्तगू जारी है पाकिस्तान में डेनमार्क के सफ़ीर से। एम्बेसडर, your country has a very, very beneficial social program in Pakistan. And could you please explain to our viewers as is being done, or are you satisfied with the results of it?
Yes, we've had for the past many years have quite an extensive development program active here in Pakistan. One of the key areas have been education, and education especially in the poorer areas of Pakistan, bordering Pakistan, KP, and in Fatah, where we've had quite a large education, or supported a large education program through UNICEF, together with other partners, and we're very happy with the progress of that. Some of the statistics are that the past 3 years, more than 750,000 Pakistani children have actually benefited from this program.
You are establishing schools, or you are helping enroll children who cannot go to school? What kind of mechanism you have adopted?
We're mainly helping